Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be taken in at the broken tackle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. His first carry. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That second down play, that's a -4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Love. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he slides to avoid the hit. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. from the gun, Jackson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47th. Jackson will throw again. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On 2nd down, Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch your head, Jay. Watch the screen. Mike spot 4. Go. Mike spot 4. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Yeah, 54 Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where they're big. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been in an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To throw on 3rd down. Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Mack. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check 52. Check 37. Hard. Check 50. Ready.
On 2nd down now. It's Hines, able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hey, check 53's mark. We got to get the ball. Get the ball.
Play action. Now Jackson. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Check three.
Now a give, right side. Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Love. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Throwing on first down. Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 36 yards on the play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Let's go. 36.
Now Jackson. And a little floater there is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. That's it. 54 is Mike. 54 is
Jackson. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole, setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 23 yards the pickup there. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Operating from the gun, Love. They'll roll him out right, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He'll bite, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will get them one closer. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Jackson. He's going to air one out. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Back to throw. Love. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again. Love looking deep for Hilton. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
At the 21-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
53, Mike, 53. He's checking.
Play action. It's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Love. Out to his left. Fights him off, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looking to throw. Love. Flushed out right. Looking sideline. Incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Draw play. This is Hines. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Love. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. Back to throw. Love, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Switch it. 132 fight.
And the blitz does come. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
After the sack on first down, Jackson. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Jackson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Oh, here we go. Catch it. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the run. Where'd he go?
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too.
I'm going to run you over. Check 99. Check 99. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
They go play action now. Jackson steps away. He'll run it. A first down there on a pickup at 25. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now it's Jackson. Being chased out, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Set up. Tucson. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Set up.
Operating from the gun. Love. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Get him, you got it. 54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, watch.
They go play action with Jackson. And he will find Hurst in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Love. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun. Love. Complete to Hilton. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll run here with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. He'll look to throw. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So here we go. The Colts will go for 2.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's done. Hey, go!
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back, they might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Here we go. Set. Ancient Gator. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Watch that.
Any weapon. Undercrush.
On first down, Swift. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, here we go. Back. Check nickel.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On the ground with a tight end. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch 54. What we got?
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Get ready. Right there, 54 Mike.
Come on, boy. You better be ready.
They'll run on first down. Swift. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football.